Welcome back to the videos. It's been a while since I last uploaded, but now that I'm about 6.5 weeks out from Africa, I'm just kind of going to focus more on the videos and get some of these done, because there's kind of a lot to go through. I've explained like the reasoning behind the trip, like the why, the where, the when, the how long, the gear, the bike, the countries I'm going through, what kind of my plan is, or my kind of lack of a plan really. But like the most important bit's my gear, which is this first video, which is what I'm doing right now. It's going to be about my tent. I purchased a NX Hubba Hubba 2-person tent. I'm sure it'll be a good one. So seems to be the most like popular tent out there for like anybody who's kind of bicycle touring Africa anyways. And this is basically my new house for the next 6 months. Doesn't look that big, does it? Tent's out of the bag, and now we start the process of trying to put it together. Excuse my very unorganized and messy bedroom, but this is the tent, just like flat on the ground. All these poles are joined by elastic band, and they're all like hooked on together here. As you can see, you can't really pull them apart. And I've just seen on the YouTube video that I'm watching that it's basically so that you can't lose any of these, because like if you lose one of these, you obviously can't really put your tent up. I think I just got it. So there we go. That is basically the tent all put together. See, like you have to put in this cover here. I'll have to put in my sleeping bag whenever I do get one, my sleeping pad. I'm probably going to bring like a little light travel pillow just to sleep on. Look at all the space inside. One of the cool things about this tent is that you have these mesh panels. You've got like 4 like on the tent, and then you've one at the front, one at the back, and like they're just great for like ventilation. They're great for like the non-rainy days when you don't need to put up the fly cover. And like let's say now when I'm camping wherever it'll be, like let's say just for example the Sahara Desert where it's not going to rain, like if you want to stare at like the stars or the sky or whatever, like you don't need to put on this fly cover. You can just camp like this, and you just have like great views. You can like see what's going on. You're not like closed in, like all being like claustrophobic. So yeah, basically the NX Hubba Hubba 2-person tent it's super light. It weighs like 1.5 kg or so. It packs up into the compression bag I had earlier on. It packs up into that real light. Up there is one of the best backpacking tents you could on the market. Obviously you could go for like a cheaper option, but considering like how long I'm going to be out in Africa for, which could like the trip could take up to 6 months, obviously like you'd want something quality, so that's why I was happy to kind of spend that extra bit of money on it, rather than like buying something cheap and then being happy for like 5 minutes that, oh look, look like I got a super cheap tent, rather than just getting some cheap one that you don't have any room in, or it just might break, or it might tear too easily, or whatever. Yeah, honestly, like everything the Hubba Hubba has on offer, like space, durability, weight, protection, weather, etc. It just, the tent simply just can't be beaten. Like the tent's going to be like my sanctuary for 5 or 6 months. It's going to be my home, and to be honest, I mean, I see it as a kind of a long-term investment, because down the line it's going to save me a lot of money in accommodation. So the rain fly that came with the tent is super super good. It's basically designed to keep you bone dry at all times. During that, some of the countries I could pass through, it could be their rainy season, like torrential downpour rain all day, where like the roads turn muddy, which will make it a nightmare to cycle. Another good thing about the tent is that it's easy to set up with just one person. Now obviously like it's easier if you have two people. But yeah, I mean once I watched the YouTube videos and like found out how to actually pitch it up, I'd absolutely no trouble putting it together. That's just the start of the Africa series. Hit like and subscribe and follow me on my 12,000 kilometer 6 months solo supported cycle down the length of Africa. Thanks.